Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Fuck work, but I'ma go. Fuck work, but I'ma go. Natasha speaking truth out through your stereo. Get you through any scenario. So pump this in your headset. And you ain't even gotta take a drug test. Fuck work, but I'ma go. Fuck work, but I'ma go.
Hey, so it's Natasha and Jen checking in on one Wretched Podcast.
Y'all already know what's about to come up next.
Each and every Monday.
What's the first thing? What is the first thing?
You know we gotta motherfucking get the vent out the way. We got to get the vent out the way.
Man, guess what happened to me at work today?
What the hell is going on around here?
I'm gonna need a new job if these folks don't quit playing with me. Or
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
You look like you was a bully.
I can get that from Natasha. She
Me
like
too. Yes.
the small one that always got a lot to say, always all in your Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I do
definitely
suffer from the little people syndrome. But
You wasn't a bully?
I don't think I'm a workplace bully.
Define workplace bully. What's your definition of workplace bully?
I think workplace bully is like what a school bully is. Like somebody that's just fucking with you and picking with you all the fucking time for no fucking reason. Like you can ask them to do something, they have a rebuttal, they got something to say. Like,
Or if you ask a dumbass question and they say like, "Bro, didn't you just read?"
now that's not bullying.
You don't think that's But no question is a dumb question though.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
I
you
don't-
can't blatantly tell somebody like,
Damn, that's a dumb ass question. Like you can just go figure that shit out on your own. I think those type of
Or
things.
read.
That I'm gonna say it.
or read.
I think those type of things. In my mind, I'm a bully, but I'm not, because the thing is, at the end of every day, I'm a Cancer. So I don't care
What that
how.
gotta do with everything?
Because the thing is I don't care
Cancers don't
how.
get bullied.
Exactly. I don't care how mean I am. I'm going home and cry about how mean I was.
I never experienced workplace bullying myself, but I do understand that it is out there and it is a thing.
I do not condone workplace bullying.
I don't condone it. I mean, I've seen, I don't know, maybe like intimidation or, people just trying to throw their power around and shit. I don't really let that get
Well,
to me.
I'll be
though.
damned.
don't
I
really
mean,
get to me.
Jenna the one that seems like she a workplace bully. She look like she had little work besties, and they like the mean girls, and they probably be talking shit about everybody. They can't hang out with them. They can't eat lunch with them. I'm sure you a workplace. You and your work besties are workplace bullies.
So they are the nice ones and I am the mean one.
Yes.
That's what it is.
I don't want to hang out
Jenna
with
gonna
you.
say I look like the workplace bully. It's really her.
But like you be trying to hang out with me and my work besties and you can't be in the circle. Like what you thought this was?
Jenna's the type that if you try to invite her work besties to lunch or something, your ass is getting scolded all the way till they walk out. And she's like, "Oh, so you hanging out with them now? Is that what we're doing?"
Right.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That is me.
Call a
Zero
spade a spade.
tolerance. Zero tolerance.
That is me. Damn.
I've worked with a workplace bully, but I'm gonna say this: I'm probably the one that likes to go toe to toe with the workplace bully.
Like competing.
No, like, let's say, okay, Jenna's the workplace bully, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me and you talking, you're like, man, Jenna's so fucked up, bro. Like, she gonna tell me I can't go hang out with someone. And I'm like, she told you what? Jenna, who the fuck you think you is? Over here trying to tell somebody they can't hang out with you. Like, I'm that type. Like, I love to, like, take up for folks to go confront the workplace bully. And it's bad because, I'm in HR. And so our asses ain't got no business in between shit.
Right.
None of that shit.
Right.
So I always used to get in trouble, especially with my first job, because, I was still a kid growing up in corporate America. So I used to be going to bat for all these grown-ass folks. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck she did? Hell nah, bitch, what the fuck? You wanna fight?
Shit, she ain't got no
And
business in.
right. And they ain't gonna do none
I
of
got
that
rolled
shit
up
for
for
your
that shit
ass.
before. I got rolled up for violating confidentiality. And they was like, can't HR people do that? Like, I get fed up with people that do stuff like that. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, We all gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We grown as fuck. And you over here trying to be rude and mean, making $10 an hour. Sit your motherfucking ass down, so
You can't get bullied at work. I mean, maybe when you was a little kid.
It
but
happens.
You gotta make sure you got down. You know
I don't
what mean?
be
But
blatantly
a lot of people don't
mean,
want to lose their jobs, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they tolerate those
feel
little
that.
things because, you know.
I guess that's probably always been my thing. I ain't never really cared about it. I like, bro, I can get another job, but it's just a job, bro. This ain't really what I'm trying to do, fam.
Bro, this just paying my little cell phone
I can
bill,
find
bro.
something else.
This ain't even my end goal, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I stumbled on this job. That shit was on Indeed like the next job.
Yeah, my
Shit.
partner told me they were
Right,
right
my
down the street.
A 50-cent moment.
You feel me? 50% more starting out. And they got some benefits sprinkled in there.
I
See what
think
they talking about.
I'm dead. I don't think like I don't know. I just don't be feeling like people need to be like in my inner circle.
See, that's what I'm saying. You need this.
I just
So tell
don't-
me about a typical day and being your work bestie. You and your work besties, y'all get together in the break room and y'all talk
no,
shit.
we be at each other's desk all day.
And so other people can't come to y'all desk.
They will, but I'm like, why the fuck she? This how they be. Here come so and so. Here come so and so. Walking up. Let me put my headphones in. And then we be talking about something totally that we don't even want you to like hear anything. So it's like, but you be coming over there to not say anything. Like you'll come to the desk and then you just be staring like this.
Because they want to be a part.
But
That's
no.
dead.
So y'all have work outings. How are y'all?
Who?
Like if y'all have a work outing, you and your work besties, how y'all act?
Like I act regular. But everybody's not out with us though.
So
You
but
met
I'm
my-
saying, what if the company having something and y'all all together?
Oh, like a Christmas party?
Yes.
Oh, they'll try to hang with us. And it'll be like, why?
See, that's what I'm saying. Work fucking bully.
But I mean, I'm nice about it. Like, I'm not going to tell you can't hang out with us.
But you say it in your face.
Probably.
And then your gestures when they be trying to hang out with you, you be uncomfortable. Like,
I don't be, no. I just be like.
I'm like, what is she? Okay, what is that?
what is that? It's a classic one. What is that?
What is
Like,
she?
what are you,
What's she
what are you
on?
talking
All
about?
right. So,
We're gonna move over there.
over there.
No, I don't be that mean.
So nobody say nothing for 2 minutes.
That's how. It don't just be me though. That's what I'm saying.
Some down the group chat.
That it just don't be me.
Why is she over here?
Right.
That's. And then someone will be like, "Girl, I don't even know." It don't be me. Like it really don't be me. I just be saying it, and then when the person leave, they'll say it. Like,
Yeah.
I think HR people are workplace bullies too.
yo, definitely.
I think HR people are workplace bullies on purpose, accident, because the job makes them that way. Because like, I've never known a company where HR people don't hang out because we can't hang out with normal people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
it's just not. It's kind of, I guess,
So it
frowned
makes
upon
y'all
in
a
the sense.
clique.
Yeah, it automatically makes us a clique. Like,
yeah.
we have to stay neutral. We can't really get involved in what's going on with
Right.
customer service and accounting. Like, we'll speak and keep it the fuck pushing, but to be co-mingling and being
Yeah.
friends with regular folk
The
is
people
like,
on the second floor. Like,
yeah.
we on the 6th floor, 7th floor. Y'all on the 3rd. Don't come up here. Like, they don't even.
Don't cut. She's the mean one.
Yes.
Come up here, like, no, you can't. No, this is a secured area.
Secure area.
That's funny.
And you being mean to the folks in secure areas. This bitch is Secret Service. I'm so done, okay?
I just feel like I get fired fucking with y'all, so I don't even
Right.
HR.
Because-
There's nothing to talk about.
But that's what I'm
JJ would be
saying.
in the one that be in the clique. He be the cool one that don't even be like, let me go see what these niggas talking about. But you just be accepted. But some people are not accepted.
But then JJ would hear the fuck shit that y'all on, be like,
These bitches,
yeah.
Let me stay out y'all way.
I just fuck with them because I know they can help me get their raise, and so
Right.
I'm gonna
Let me know
my
when some-
time off.
let me know when some shit about to happen. And we gonna warn you.
Right.
That's it. He just he in there for the perks. That's
For the
about it.
perks.
Well,
Yes.
that's the good thing.
Yeah. So about the workplace bullies and Jenna, I don't know, bro. I think it's advice in regards to workplace bullies is definitely stand your ground. Like,
For sure.
I wouldn't say go toe to toe with them,
Like
but find you an advocate, find somebody that's willing to go toe to toe with them, because like I said, it's crucial out here, especially if you're not on the job market every day, to kind of keep your resume flowing, and it was hard as fuck to get the job that you got, so you ain't let nobody else jeopardize it. Documentation. Write that shit down. Do like we do the police, record their asses on
Facts.
some trip shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I also feel like you have to be like performing, like doing your actual job before you go back and say, oh, this person is bullying me. And they might not even be bullying you. They might just, maybe they don't know how to come up to you and say, hey, you doing this wrong.
yeah.
You might be
You
doing
said
this
I was like,
incorrect. Like, you might not even doing your job right. So that's not bullying. That is leadership.
Wow. Leadership in 2020.
leadership.
From a millennial.
Sound like some Trump shit.
Oh, no, you did, bitch.
I done call HR, and HR gonna tell me, go read the handbook.
Ugh, lad, boy. Fuck you, mean. Ugh, get the fuck out of me. Ugh, girl.
I can't stand calling up to the office.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
All right, we got my girl Nannette back again this week. And yes, and this is probably one of the most touchy topics, I think, in my mind. It's just that so much has it's like a ripple effect, I guess you can say, like just coming into this year, COVID passing, and then we have COVID-19, and then we have the death of George Floyd, and so much protesting going on, so much police brutality. Black girls are going missing. I mean, to be Black is pretty much like being oppressed right now.
Absolutely.
Like, it is so it's so discouraging. It is it's lethargic, it's dark, it's emotional, it's a roller. We are experiencing so much right now, like so much. So just thinking about paid leave, right? There's no way to take a Black PTO, which is something I think, not saying that it has to say Black PTO, but we need to include mental health in companies' PTO plan or in their sick leave plan. I know that Arizona has it. I know that California has it. And a few other states have adopted the program, but I don't think we as Black people take a sick day when it's a mental day. Like, we think we're just supposed to go to work and push through it. And, white people are looking at us crazy. And it's already awkward, in a sense of awkward that, you can't really talk about it, but but you're dealing with it as well. And I know they're looking at you like, I want to say something, but I don't want to say anything wrong. So it's just like, give me the day off. Like, give me some time. Give me some bereavement. Give me something. So, like,
Absolutely.
How do you go about having that conversation with maybe your HR department or your managers? Like, I need Black PTO.
Absolutely. It's so crazy that you mentioned all of that, because that is exactly what I went through at the start of this thing.
Wow.
I am very much so an empath, so I feel everything. Like, I literally feel everything. It's a gift and a curse. And with everything that's going on, the pandemic, the fight for social justice, just everything that's going on, being a double minority is exhausting. Being Black and female right now is utterly exhausting, because we are expected to literally carry the weight of everyone around us. And that directly relates to our work life. We're used to working. We're used to, being there and being present. And, we've always had to walk on eggshells to a certain degree within, our work life.
Amen.
So with everything that's going on, I think the first step as a community is acknowledging that mental health matters. How you feel matters. How you think and process your thoughts, how you process what's going on matters. And it has to matter to you first before it's going to ever matter to anyone else, in particular your employer. I understand that, you know, for many people, they don't have that relationship with their, you know, maybe their direct supervisor or their HR department where they can go and, you know, have that conversation and be transparent with how they're feeling and what's going on. But I would encourage everyone to just do it. If you don't want to do it, if you can't be the one to speak and have that conversation, if you don't have a therapist, get one. If you don't have a mental health provider, get one. They can speak on your behalf to your employer. I literally, when this whole thing started, I needed a break. I had everything going on. I was trying to launch my business. I was trying to work my 9 to 5. I was trying to be a daughter, sister, auntie, all of the above. And it got to be exhausting. Like literally something had to be cut. And not to mention still healing from, you know, a health scare that I had last year with this virus going around really put me in a different mental space. And you know, for me, I always try to put myself in other people's shoes. I'm an HR professional, so I know employment law. I know what I can and cannot do. I know that if my therapist takes me out of work for panic attacks and stress and anxiety, that's covered under FMLA. That's covered if it's directly related to coronavirus, that's going to be covered under this FERCA Act. That's going to, I'm going to be paid for and compensated for that. And while on the front end, my managers or my supervision may not agree because they don't necessarily believe in mental health, that's not for them to say. And it pains me and I struggle with it because there's so many people who don't know their rights, who don't know where to turn, who, you know, look at HR as the bad guy or the enemy. Exactly. And I never wanted to, in my whole career, I always wanted to change that narrative and change that stigma because it's important. And I'm going to always push for mental health because one, my bachelor's degree is in psychology and human development. I know how important mental health is. I know that when people say they're, you know, are having panic attacks and anxiety and depression, I know that that is real. And we spend most of a good amount of our time, our lives working. That's 40 hours a week that is away from our families, away from our friends, away from activities that we want to do on our personal time. So if you need a mental health day, that is sick leave. Because as long as mental health and anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, any personality disorders, those are all covered under the Family Medical Leave Act. Those are all covered under the Americans with Disability Act. So therefore, you can use your sick leave to take time off for your mental health. It's health for a reason.
And I think they should add it to the ADA, AAA. Like, I think it should be a sense of disability, you know, until they can change the way the system is set up. I feel like right now it's a disability to be Black. And that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way we're looked at and the way we have to maneuver and the way that we have to, you know, do things, I think we should be able to, you know, we're at a job, we're uncomfortable, you know, through all the things, you know, we talk about discrimination and all that kind of stuff, but there are so many rules and regulations in companies that are in place that companies can get away with, where discrimination is taken off the table because it's so many things they can cover it up with. So when they let a Black person go, you know, it's like, oh, well, they were late all the time, or they were this and they was that, you know, they just tie it up to so many other things when really it's just that they didn't like me. You know, I was too much. Like, I worked for a company, the last job that I had, you know, the issue was discrimination. They looked at me as the
Black
angry
woman.
black
Absolutely.
woman because I had a zero tolerance with how they were jeopardizing my
Mm-hmm.
position. Like they would feed the information to me, and the information they fed to me was wrong. And their excuse was all the time, "Oh, I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know." But it's like we all got the same
Right.
training.
You do know.
I don't.
You do know.
If you don't know, then before you sent it to me wrong, you should have asked. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was the only black person in that department.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't play the race card.
Right.
I just look at it as a full
Mm-hmm.
picture. But if everybody's looking, like, oh, we don't like her tone, or we don't like this, we don't like that, but the next person said the same thing and nobody says anything about that. Oh, she's been here a long time. She understands us.
Right.
So, it's just like I should have been granted a Black PTO
Mm-hmm.
day to go home and get myself together so that way I can get an understanding in regards to why I'm getting along with other people.
Right.
And it's just like, mentally that bothered me a lot. Even after I left, I felt like they were trying to make me out to be an angry person
Right.
when really it was just their
Right.
judgment. They didn't want to do whatever it took to, like, you go into a company, you have to accept people the way they are, but people don't want to accept you the way you are.
Exactly.
And I think we deal with a lot of that. So it's just like with all the grieving, fortunately being a full-time entrepreneur, I don't have to deal with
Right.
saying head on. I do know a lot of people that do deal with it. And then just me being in a situation where I've been discriminated against, like I understand
Right.
it. And so I just wanted to definitely talk about this because it's a sensitive
It's
time.
a very
Like
sensitive
even
time.
me going into the grocery store, like we have to interact with people,
Mm-hmm.
people that are not of
Yep.
color. And they look at us crazy or they don't know what to say. And like I was in the grocery store today and a guy had on a Trump hat. And like Trump, vote for Trump, whatever. And it just made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that don't vote for Trump or whatever the case may be, but with everything going on with the white power and just all this stuff that Trump is kind of mixed up into, which he may not have had a huge piece into it, it just happened that way. The
Right.
media, plants it that way, so it makes it look like,
Right.
Whatever it is, and he's calling, people thugs and all this kind of stuff. Like he's allowed the a huge defect. Like we've dissected,
Right.
and kind of become against each other in a
Yeah.
sense. And so it's just awkward. And my heart goes out to everybody that's having to deal with this on, in a 9 to 5, especially those that have gone back into the office,
Right.
in the midst of all of this and not even knowing that you just need to take some
You just
days
need to take,
and be
right.
okay
You
with
need to
it.
take some days. You have to deal with your emotions and what's going on. And what I found, like I said, I have a lot of background in the mental health world and aspect.
Right.
As it relates to just day-to-day living and trying to, maintain and find balance within your day-to-day life, just, as a means of just being able to survive. Because
Right.
now at this point, it's become, we as Black people have always had to deal with it. It's just now it's being brought to the forefront where we're dissecting what's going on. So
Exactly.
in the workplace, this all it speaks to, and what's crazy, and I kind of have to deal with it with grace, is the fact that a lot of white people in these individuals that are in leadership positions that hold this pseudo power, being that they can hire and fire and demote and all this other stuff,
Right.
they don't even realize how deeply rooted this is. It goes beyond calling me an angry Black woman. It goes beyond
Right.
you taking Karen's story and her white
Right.
tears over mine. If I cry,
Right.
it's an aggressive thing. You can bypass that. Oh, you're strong, you can handle it. But if Karen cries,
Right.
you believe her. It could be for the exact same issue. And
Right.
so that's just deeply rooted in this systemic racism that we have to deal with. So the first step, it goes beyond calling me the N-word. It goes beyond what your, stereotypes of. That's very surface level racism. And my position has always been, racism isn't ours to deal with. You guys created this. You figure it out. If I walk, so I've literally been empowered, and like I said, I'm an empath, so I choose to protest in the spirit. So when I walk outside, my head is going to be held high, and I do feel untouchable. So you can have your magnet hat, you can have whatever perception of me you will have, but I am protected. And the fact of the matter is, this is for you to deal with. The world can crumble. They can burn this country to the ground. That is for you to deal with the consequences of. This is no longer on us. It's no longer on us. And so I would encourage anyone, if you have time on the books, because quite frankly, we ain't gonna be vacationing no time soon. Some sick leave, some PTO time. Even if you're working from home and you have a little bit more flexibility, take days off. What has it been? Almost 3 months. I've probably taken quite a few days. Just, hey, I'm not going to be available. I took Juneteenth off. I'm not going to be available. Because I'm going to put me first. And, we're not conditioned to put ourselves first. Our whole selves. Not just, going to get the mani-pedi and the massage. No, put your mental health first. Put how you feel. It's valid. Don't let anybody diminish or discredit how you feel or tell you you're overreacting or gaslight you. No. Heck no. How I feel matters. How I deal with this is my own, and I'm going to own it, and I'm going to do it my way unapologetically. If you can't handle that, sounds like a personal issue. Because I have to put me first. At this point, you have to put yourself first, your whole self. It matters, because if you don't, you won't be here. You just won't be here to come out on the other side of this. And I want to see all of us come out on the other side of this stronger and in a better position to win.
Oh, I love it.
It's too deeply rooted for us to just stay at the surface level and internalize and take what's not ours. This racism is not ours. Y'all figure it out. This who y'all wanted in office. Here you go.
Yes, there you go.
This is what you get.
Topic of the day.
What happened, man?
Oh, it's time for that topic of the day.
Guess who?
Nah, folks, what we talking about? It's the topic of the day.
But I can't remember if we talked about this or not. I mean, we talk about it all the time because you and I both work from home in a sense. So,
well, you don't work from home.
I do work from home.
You don't be working.
Why everybody says that?
You be on your what's the things on Instagram everybody doing now?
Insta stories?
No, them private the private Instagram pages. Oh, for fans only.
Only fans. You don't even know what you're talking about. I'm talking about for fans only. Is that an Instagram?
Yes.
I thought that was something else.
No, that's on Instagram. That is on Instagram.
How you know?
Because a girl I know does it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
her name Jenna C.
No, her name isn't Jenna C, but I definitely will show you, and you be like, oh.
Shit. Times is hard. We just survived a Great Depression. I'm thinking about it too.
Listen, my homegirl always talk about it. She was like, I'm getting a fans only page. She's like, yes, swear.
I'm about to do that. You gonna take my picture?
Yeah, I will.
So, working from home is lit though. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I can get bored. That's why I feel like we talked about this, because working from home get boring.
We talked about it, but we never talked about tips from working from home.
That's
so
true,
you can be successful.
That's true too, because you have to be strong-willed. Like, you have to be
on it.
To-do list, hey, 8 to 9, 10, you know what I'm saying? Have your schedule set out for working from home, because you can easily get sidetracked.
Yes.
I was binge watching Criminal Minds for like a month and a half to get all the seasons, caught up with all the seasons. And there are times that I literally sat there and watched a full episode and had not typed a bitch ass thing. Yep. And I was like, I gotta get back, I gotta get caught up. You know what I'm saying? And then also that, like, getting called to go to lunch with your friends because they off work today,
or even period, like during Corona, and I bring up Corona because this is when everybody just work from home. And like people hit me up like, how can you do this?
Right.
Like, how can you do this every day? I'm
For
like,
real?
because yeah, they was like, I don't see how you could do this. Like, I'm like, because I'm in my own space. But I honestly don't like being around people. Like, I love being around people, but I hate being around people. Like, I hate it. But
I love people, so it kills me being at home by myself a lot of the times. And like, I've gotten so antisocial now.
I love it.
That leaving the house, I don't even know how to talk to people. Like, for real, you know, I just smile and say, hey, you know, or whatever. But being out is like a culture shock. It's like, and you know, I always wanted to homeschool my child because it's so crazy out there. But I see where kids' social skills be messed up because working from home, you Amazon, you probably picking up your groceries from, you know, like they can bring it to your car. You probably not going inside to do that.
I'm definitely not, especially like if I'm on break. Like if I go to Target, I do a pickup, but not pickup. I'll do a drive up.
Right.
Because like if I'm limited, like if I just, I need to run here right quick.
Right.
I just need to run here right quick.
I would say some bad habits with work from home that I have that I need to improve on and people have to be careful is messing up your eating schedule. Because like I jump up in the morning and I don't even eat breakfast. It'd be like 1 o'clock and then all of a sudden now I'm trying to squeeze breakfast and lunch in. Yeah. And then like once, 4 or 5 o'clock, it's like now I'm trying to eat lunch, dinner, and then I'm starving at night. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's is opposite. So like when I wake up, I automatically, I do some meditation. I do meditation for like 10-15 minutes just to get my mind right.
Right.
And then,
well, you're not a morning person either, so.
Yeah, so that's why I have to. So that I turn on my computer or whatever. And I honestly don't eat breakfast till 10. I'll drink coffee because I try to hold intermittent fasting thing.
Right.
But I would literally eat breakfast 10 o'clock every day. And I'll have a big breakfast so I can eat lunch around 2 o'clock.
Right.
So my eating habits was worse at work.
Really?
Because I would always go to get something to eat.
Right.
So since I have time now, I always meal prep now, like, because I just have time to do it. Like,
right.
I just be at home. So mine is like,
that's so crazy because I'm worried. Like, I be late to work, so and I'm late to work because I'm trying to get something to eat. So I feel like I have to eat because I don't know. I skip lunch. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working through lunch or whatever the case may be. But now, that's why I try to make a lot of my meetings during lunchtime, so I'm forced to eat.
Yep.
Or it's just give me that stopping point. But now, my body is so immune to it. I'm up at 6:30. I'm already putting all my social media posts up for the day or whatever the case may be. Putting the podcast on, and then I take August to school, and then between 10 and mid-noon I'm just now trying to do breakfast, but then it's taken away from time that I need to be working. And see, like me, I don't know what deadline I be trying to beat in my mind. I don't know what, because it's
so you
my
really
business,
right? So you really just do it when you need to. So you don't really have like a routine.
Well, my routine is fucked up. My routine is a fucked up routine. It's organized chaos.
Yeah.
But I think that's something, working from home that we have to adopt is creating a system for yourself. Like, I should be able to go to the gym on my lunch break, or you know what I'm saying, quitting times at 4, go to the gym, pick August up from school at 5, or whatever the case may be. Just trying to create my own new routine so that way I can do more for me. Yes. Working from home should be less stressful, but they try to give you more work because they're trying to monitor you. Yeah. But you just got to figure out how to create your own pace, because you had mentioned this before about they have metrics for you to meet, or they have all this reporting that they can run these reports. What I always tell people is that when you first start working from home, don't overdo it. Keep your average where it is. Like, don't go harder than pay because you work from home. Because the one day you want to slip, they gonna already know you at the nail shop. They already gonna know you out at brunch with your girls. Especially on Fridays. Keep your same pace on Fridays.
Yes, that's a good point, because you got people like that work from home, and they doing all this extra stuff. Stop. Don't do the extra. Keep the same. The way that you work in the office is the same way you should work from home.
Exactly.
Nothing should change.
Because the day you want to change, it will be noted. And they will ask you, what the fuck is up?
Right.
Like, what
good or bad.
Yeah, good or bad. They going to ask you what's going on.
And majority of the time, it's bad. It's bad. So, yeah, so make sure you have a routine.
Yes.
Make sure, you take your breaks.
Yes.
Take your breaks. What else? Make sure you leave the house. So
yes, try to keep a social life,
because I feel that what makes me happy is when I log off at 4:00. I'm going to the gym,
right?
Because let me tell you, during the quarantine,
right, you want to leave the house.
I will go outside and get some fresh air and walk right back in.
Get your little vitamin D.
Yeah, like I'll be in a mood. Like I know I probably worked out a few times like by myself.
Right.
And I did it. Like I did it, but
that ain't it.
I don't know. Like you was saying like I'm a social butterfly. I really like being by myself. Though.
Right.
I enjoy it.
Right.
I enjoy it. So definitely make sure y'all leave the house because.
Yeah, like I make it like I said, I go to the grocery store every day, and I can Instacart. I used to Instacart when I first started working from home, especially when I was pregnant.
Yeah,
and I was working from home. And then when I was on maternity leave, I used to do Instacart. Mm-hmm. But now I make myself like
leave the house.
Oh my God, Walmart gives me anxiety, so I don't go to Walmart. But I can go into Target. Because I could just go straight in and get what I want and get out.
Yeah.
The baby stuff is sourced to front, and the home stuff is right there. I ain't buying no groceries. I ain't buying no clothes. All my stuff is doo-doo. Yep. And then I get out.
30 minutes.
I force myself to go to the grocery store every day. Like I said, that's my social settings. They know me at the grocery store. They know my son.
Hey, August.
Yes, they know us. And so, I can always joke with them. And, I try to take, go to networking events or, just different things like that. I even try to go to my office space. I pay for an office space that I don't even go to. But I try to schedule meetings with people at the office space. I even schedule meetings at coffee shops, like Black-owned coffee shops locally in Atlanta. I just do stuff. Like, I just force myself to do stuff, even if I'm going by myself.
Yeah.
Like taking your lunch breaks outside of the home, even if you're, you made your own lunch. Go to the park.
Right.
Go to, go eat at the coffee shop. You can eat at Starbucks. You take your own food to Starbucks.
Yep.
Can't you?
And use that Wi-Fi.
Chick-fil-A.
Really, you really don't. Like, I mean, I don't see people doing it, but they just really just drinking coffee because they're bougie.
I cannot. But once a week, you can take yourself somewhere and out to eat once a week. You go to Chick-fil-A for lunch or... Yeah. Because you're already saving money being at home.
Yeah, I just want to bring it back to my house and eat. So I can...
Well, so you should go inside to order your food and don't hit the drive-thru.
I don't even want to park. Is that the bad? No, it's really, like, that's what I'm saying.
Because you're so comfortable. Because you probably got on work from home clothes. Mm-hmm. And I think that's another thing.
No bra.
Let's put that in there. Getting dressed like you're going to work.
Taking a shower.
I do that. I have to get I take August to school every morning. So
I brush my teeth in the morning. Okay. Normally I take showers at night.
Okay.
But normally, like, if I was going to the office, shower in the morning, shower at night.
Right.
But now I brush my teeth, floss, do whatever.
Right.
I won't take a shower until like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
Before I go to the gym. And then I take another shower after I come back from the gym.
I take a shower every morning, but
sometimes I just I want to brush my teeth because I took a shower at night. I ain't that musty.
Right.
So, but showers could wake you up.
When I was younger, I used to take baths at night, but I need that morning shower to wake me up.
I used to, but now I don't be putting on no clothes. But like you said, I feel like if I do, like, man, let me wash my ass just because. And I'll throw, some tights on, a little t-shirt or whatever. I can feel refreshed.
Right.
Like, I feel refreshed. I done put a mask on.
Right.
Exfoliate my face.
You want to do something different with the day. Like,
yeah. I feel accomplished.
Exactly.
I feel accomplished.
And that's the thing about working from home is not getting too comfortable to the point where, you become fat Albert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, you're not eating all day. You're not in the kitchen all day long. You're not... Just, you know what I'm saying? Don't get comfortable working from home because it's easy to do it. And, fight that battle. Fight it. Like, just, again, come up with different things that you can do. Walk around the house, outside. Like, you can walk around your neighborhood, get to know your neighbors.
No, not doing all that.
I do get some.
I bet you do. But another thing, I think this is another good tip. Make sure you have a good good workspace. Like,
yes, do not work out your bed
because you be sleep in your bed. Like, make sure you have
look, tapping the screen to make sure the screen up. Now I can see
your
some days
computer done fell off the floor.
The Skype ain't working, ain't showing that you online. You know, it's just creating those good habits.
For yourself.
Sit at a desk. Desks aren't that expensive these days.
Walmart got them for $50. You get you a whole chair for $50.
I got my chair for cheaper. I didn't get my chair for $50.
Yeah.
I got that Burlington.
Yeah,
but but I wanted it to be cute. But yeah, you could get a desk. IKEA got desks for like $12. You could
They really do.
You know the little wood.
Yeah, the little white ones.
Yes. Put your table up, put your computer on there, and go to work.
Listen, work from home is life, okay? And now
if you can do it right.
You gotta know how to balance it.
I hope I pass. I better pass. Maybe I should have just walked out. I swear I ain't hanging with them no more. But if I don't pass, I ain't gotta pay child support.
It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. She get welfare checks, but I stay in court.
Nah. I'ma pass. Fuck!
Drug test story. Drug test. Okay. All of that too.
We gotta learn to renegade though.
That's too much. It's all I know.
All I know is dun 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 dun.
Y'all,
renegade. When I hear the song though, I can kind of maybe remember
you can do
some
it.
of
Oh shit! Let me get it on. Oh
nah.
We old, y'all, so we don't know these. We don't know these new dances.
Yeah, I seen it the other day. I was like, okay, that's what everybody been doing. And
I think I seen the other day. I can do it with song playing.
I just downloaded.
Renegade.
But why are you doing it?
I go.
He's like, when I hear the song, they come on.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Something like that. It's hard though. These new dances take too much work.
Yeah,
they
be
do.
Sweating.
They got a whole choreography, boy. A 16 count, and I be like, "What's the first move?" Oh,
yeah. I'm just used to something.
I just learned how to
simple.
Miller Rock.
Smoke some hoop.
Early in the show.
I'm sorry.
Drug
test story.
The big cigarette holes, boy.
I got my tip right here ready.
She just got
I'm just about to leave work and then go.
So look, y'all, Tika Stewart, she was the girl from last week, right?
Yes, sir.
She drive the MARTA
buses. Tell me Tika passed.
I hope so, cause I don't know.
Tika needed to be trying to find a new career. Tika did not pass. She knew she was gonna fail though. She didn't get nobody pee. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't prepared for the drug test. She probably was running late because she behind. Honestly.
But do weed make you late?
It can make you move slower.
It delay you. It delays you, bro.
It can make you not get out of the door when you need to get out the door.
Oh, really? So you on your ass.
Yeah, it delays
So if you smoke all night, though, most of the time I gotta wake and bake.
No, yeah, so she probably on some wake and bake type. She probably get up in the morning with it, start the day. Or she might just smoke before she go to bed, but then they'll set an alarm or something. She just probably just doing too much.
So that's what I'm saying. So you smoke at night to help you sleep at night, and then you be sluggish getting up.
Yeah, and you know she big, so she don't take her vitamins. You know she'll take none of her vitamins.
What am I say? So weed is like alcohol, because alcohol can slow your day. Like
yeah, definitely. It definitely slow you. Definitely. You know.
I know they're both depressants.
Yeah, it can slow your day up.
Damn.
And then don't tell them what kind of weed she's smoking. So
they're Reggie, so they'll just fuck your head up.
There you got down tasting dirt. Anyway, so for the next week. The next drug test story, we got a brother
for the next week. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Stuttering Stanley.
This next drug test story we got coming straight out of Florida. All right, Jacksonville, Florida.
You know Florida. Charlamagne be talking about
Florida having a lot going on.
Duval County.
So this is a brother named Marcus Lane, right? Okay. So he worked at a warehouse. He got caught smoking his weed pen on his break.
And you know what? I be seeing so many people with those.
Where is mine?
And you don't really smell it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm trying to figure out. How did they?
He said he tried to finesse and act like it was his vape pen, but they still hit him with a drug test. They still was like, bro, either way, you ain't supposed to be smoking nothing. Like a pen. Boom, we're gonna hit you with a drug test.
Damn. So company policies exclude vape pens?
It depends on like the what this shit called? Not the campus.
Oh,
like, you know how the designated area, like, even though it's still like some places you can't smoke, like,
because some companies are work-free zones.
and some, but like,
I mean, drug-free zones or smoke-free zones. A lot of companies are on smoke-free zones,
and I don't think it matters if it's nicotine. It's smoke, period. So like at my building, they be smoking in the garage. You won't see them walking like in the parking lot. They literally smoke in the garage, and they'll go up. I don't know if they smoke
top.
but you can see the pen, like you can see the smoke. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Wow.
So,
So he got hit with the. Oh, I know he failed.
So he got hit. Well, no, but this is the thing. He got hit with an immediate drug test, but he was able to get some pee from one of the girls that worked there. So we gonna see about his. Hopefully hopefully for once she's not smoking. Marcus Lane from Florida, Jacksonville.
That nigga sound like he's an R&B singer. Who is it? Who is something Lane? Tory Lane. Got it. That sounds like. That nigga sound
probably smoked like Tory Lane.
Tory Lane smoke?
Yeah.
All the niggas be on that line.
Slack.
So we're gonna see what he's talking about. I mean, we done had them situations where girls done got their drug tests and either was pregnant and that
but
popped up.
I'm trying to figure out why all the girl drug tests they fail. I don't know one girl drug test you done brought us that they passed.
I think one or two did pass.
Yeah, remember the one that the one from Christian Mingle. Tinder.
Oh, Tinder. But that wasn't her pee. I mean, it was technically his pee.
No, that was her pee.
With the women that are submitting these drug test stories.
Oh, the women.
Are passing.
I thought you meant
women, y'all got to figure out what y'all gonna do now. Y'all got to be prepared for these drug tests.
I mean, it is a little bit harder for us, you think,
to pass the test?
Yeah. Because our pants be tight, so we can't really hide stuff like y'all hide.
Yeah, I think we can more so especially if you finesse the situation.
Yeah, you can tie it on your thigh.
Yeah.
I mean, only place we got it is our bosom because you can't bring a person there. You bare.
Yeah, so I can't.
I need to get some sweatpants. Just keep in the whip.
Gray sweatpants.
Song.
Boom.
It be just your look. That shit pop and that shit be dripping all down.
Bro,
you got pee on your leg.
It's a period day at that point. Okay. All right, y'all. If you are not, please make sure that you're following us on social media. LCK Work Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that dope stuff. Website, fuckworkpodcast.com, LCKWorkPodcast.com. All right, everybody, heads. Jenna, you gonna close us out with a word prayer?
I sure am. Make
sure
you
come on, God.
If y'all in the car, you don't have to close your eyes because I don't want y'all to die.
Right.
All right, head bow. Let's do it.
Bye.
Lord, as I start this day, let me remember how blessed and lucky I am to be in my job.
Amen.
Remind me to be grateful for the work that I do,
yes,
the people I meet,
yes,
and the wage that I receive.
Yes.
Keep me cooperative with my colleagues and friendly to the people I serve.
Please, God.
But if one motherfucker try me today, it's gonna be they ass.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me reel it back. I'm sorry, Lord. I apologize. Forgive me. Bring it back in.
Yes.
Woosah.
Back to the Lord.
If I have to complain, make me think of the common good and later of my own welfare.
Yes.
Help me to be honest in my dealings and responsible in the tasks that are assigned to me.
Yes.
Make me aware that in my work, I bring your work to completion.
Yes, God.
In the name of Jesus, I pray.
Amen.
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 Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.